Hello, everybody. Hope everybody can hear me. Just, Hello, everybody. Hope everybody can hear me. Oh, okay. All right. So, just getting set up here. Now, hmm. Oh, yes. So, Alex here. I'm gonna be playing some, of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Got another game or two, and that I could also play if, you know, get bored of this. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Why, yes, I have. Until the computer is barely visible. Oh, brightness. Then darkness. Let's just keep it at the middle there. Confirm. Please enter the current time. Alright, let's see. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. And there we go. Like it can even check. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Yeah, this is important later, I am sure. Oh. Yeah, just gonna do some chilling. Hmm. Huh. Is there is there supposed to be some noise? Hmm. Okay. Alright. Huh. Hmm. Well, I can't really hear anything, so yeah. Or if you're getting any of the other achievements as your first. Test achievement, please ignore. Okay. Yep. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Well, yeah, that's why I'm playing it on a different file. Let's see. Okay. Bu -bu -bu -bu. Okay, showed subtitles, subtitle size. Yep. That's auto walk input will alternate between walking and stopping. What does that even do? Hmm.
This is the story of a man.
Can anybody hear anything? I'm not quite hearing anything here. Hold on. Nope. Nope, there's something wrong here. Hmm. Alright. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, that's it. Yep, that was it. Okay, that's it. Yep. Silly me, I had the darn thing, had the silly thing off. The volume. Alright, alright. Well, we can finally get on with it. The end is never the end, 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 Z is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, yes, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long
Dream
to push
job right there,
and
Stanley.
in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Because he was.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh no.
Something he would never quite forget.
Oh dear.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Yeah, that's
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
It happens
Something
to me
was
every day at
very
work.
clearly wrong. Shocked,
Nobody ever
frozen
talks to me
solid,
unless it's
Stanley
to tell
found
me to do
himself
something.
unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the ducking. Hate Mondays. Okay. Here we go. All fun and adventure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wow. Waited years for this. For this right here. Alright.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
All
and
praise
its
the
examination of
structure.
structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Am I sick of the gag? Why would I ever be sick of this? How do I...
Then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
Well, then you
do you
would
think
have...
it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
Oh no.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
It would have been
Indeed,
nice.
You are one of the lucky ones. Though
Would have been
if
nice.
the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
brought up the other
Okay.
option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here,
Oh,
continue
I
with the
thought that
game,
him
or
saying
just sit in
no
this
was the
spot
one that
forever
makes him sing.
and ever. Cheers.
No. Do I just have to reset myself? Yeah, I probably need to reset myself. I'll begin the game again. I wonder when it's going to start messing with me. Uh, I wonder how everyone else is doing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Of course he did. Why would he ever pick anything else, ever? That would just
Yet
not
there
be
was not
Stanley.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep.
Stepping in...
So long, sucker. You'll never get me, narrator. I am free, free of the narration. Now Stanley can make his own journey, a journey into darkness. You will never get me. You will never get me. Ah, can't pick the other door. Alright, so, heading on back, heading on back. Still no jump button. Man, that's what this game needed, a jump button. Maybe they'll update it. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. You are now leaving. Alright. Okay. Yep, here we go. A little weird not to turn the camera. Alright, this time I'll actually do it. 7:57. Ooh, spooky. The red lights, they flicker on and on. Oh. Okay, so what is gonna happen on this time on the Stanley Parable? Escape pod launch bay. Nice! Finally escape. Wait, where am I? Where am I at? Okay, darkness. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Got scared there for a minute. Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh, right. The game resets because I'm too far away from the narrator. Oh boy. That's sad. Alright, well, let's see. Which ending should I go for now? Maybe I should just do the vanilla ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It means that there is a story to be found.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And we will find this story right now. Okay, there we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This
I don't
was
think
not
I
the correct
will.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Of course I knew
Perhaps he
it
wanted to
perfectly
stop
well.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course.
Ah, yes.
Cold drinks, $1.25.
It had really been worth the detour.
Such a good
after all,
price.
just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh, yes, this is Nirvana right here. Contemplate the art. Contemplate it. Such a nice view of the ocean.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Hey man,
Really worth it.
there's a limited amount of scenery in this place. I gotta drink it all in. Look at that leaf.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy
Oh,
and reflected
does
poorly
it
on
now?
his overall personality.
Oh.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
No, they left from because of you. You're harping on my mellow. I am just jamming.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but
Oh.
when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright, you cheeky blummer.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first
The
open door on
amazing
his
room.
left to get back to business. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Well.
Yet there was not a single person
Tips
here
for not
either.
getting fired.
Feeling a
Don't get
wave
fired.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tempting. But let's not play to expectations.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That I did.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
8.
What could its purpose be? In
8.
fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened
I
passageway.
love the hypocrisy of the narrator. Expecting you to just follow along with his story, but actually trying to be in character as Stanley and not actually knowing what the code is halts like all the progress. And yet he'll get mad at you if you just go ahead and press the numbers anyway. Oh. I don't know.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Oh, yes.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his
Why
job.
do I press the
Why did he feel
buttons?
this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Oh, yes. We shall find
Stanley
out.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Did I, though? Did I?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wow.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay. Yeah. I'm enough afraid of death. Yeah. I'll turn back around now. I'm just gonna press buttons. Yep. Oh. Yeah. You can't jump. Okay, that one does it, that one does it, these does nothing.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yep, pretty much.
Nope, Still on board with death?
Heh. Okay, is this it? Is this gonna get me something? Okay, nah, it ain't gonna get anything. Nope, still on board with death. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah. I might have the strength. Boop.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
Reality
number of an
television,
employee in the building.
the greatest
Stanley's
evil in the
co-workers.
world.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Oh,
And
oh, the
Stanley,
horror!
one of them,
Oh,
eternally
the
monitoring this
horror!
place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, the horror! The absolute horror!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under
Fired.
someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
Fired.
happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, I'm not going on there. Come on. Come on. Let me do the thing. Did I miss it? Did I miss the thing? Yeah, I probably missed the thing. Well, that's a spooky ambiance right there. I'll tell you what. Oh, good, it opened. Now I can do the thing. Walking on over. Walking on over. Come on. Employee fired. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Secret mode's engaged. Woohoo! Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Woo! Rave! Rave! Still can't jump. Oh yeah. Get swiggy. Resolution, secret texture. Do do do. Do, 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 do. You will never go secret. Go secret rangers. Secrets all the way. Secret of the year every year. High resolution, secret texture.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Always, baby.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Shush. I have done it. I have become the powerful.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, the
Was it
uncertainty.
over? Yes.
Oh,
He had won.
oh.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
No.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Happiness.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yay!
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Yes.
And that was all he needed to know.
Yes.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Perhaps.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Time to take that first step into low texture freedom.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path
yeah,
him.
baby.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yeah.
And Stanley was happy.
All over. Yeah, beat the game. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, my roommate just pointed out to me that, I should not have been making those noises.
Two open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh yes, I just want to go see the amazing room.
First, just to admire
Oh
it.
yeah, baby.
Wow.
Yes.
This room.
Yes.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It is.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Yes, I am content. I am very content.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yes,
really
look at that planted pot. Potted plant. Oh, number one, Dad.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yes. I shall stat. Oh, I fell off my table. Okay, fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
Indeed,
and
I
took
did.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Or did I?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's, do I...
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
Go away.
The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
Go...
As it turns out, that might be what you get.
Ugh. Guess I can't go in there. Okay, yeah, I can't do anything there. Oh,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Pretty sure you are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Yeah,
but
you're
the
my
fact
enemy.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Really? I was
Bite
in the
me.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Pretty
Are you that
much.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ha! No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I don't think I did.
Communicating properly. Stanley all right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ha!
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
Yeah,
it worth
pretty much.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep,
Do
absolutely.
not think I put a lot of time into that.
No, not
Because
really.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate
Yep.
these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees? Work with
maybe.
me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
More
Tell you
choices.
what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Yay!
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more
Yes.
choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I don't know.
How did I know the game needed a third door?
You read Steam
Well,
reviews.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Ah, my
You can't
soul,
teach that,
Stanley.
Don't even try.
Oh.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with
Oh,
this one.
yeah.
Let's take
Yeah.
a look.
Oh, the Stanley Parable World Leaderboard. Well, I already know how this plays out. Alright.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through
No, not
doors?
really.
Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working
boy.
on. And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, here we go, everybody. It's the game.
In this
Oh.
game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You
Yeah.
click the button to move him back
This
to
is
the
my
right.
favorite
And if he reaches
game.
the fire,
It's
you
like
fail.
Flappy
It's a
Bird,
very meaningful
but
game,
worse.
all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of
Oh,
family
here we
life.
go.
I think the art world will really take notice.
Oh, here
But
we
of
go.
course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Alright, guys, we're
So why
streaming
don't
for
you
4
give it
hours.
4 hours of play to make
No,
sure it's
probably
effective.
not.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Imagine doing this for 4 hours. There's actually an ending for this. Oh my goodness. They just had to come up with like the absolute worst sound effects for this. My ears hurt so much. Okay, you know what? We're done. We're done.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Yes.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your
Thanks.
input was extremely valuable.
All right.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Huh, never played this one.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Creep
Perhaps for
tower.
some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Wow, they don't give you anything to do up here, do they? Oh, yes, let's get out there. He's gonna freak out.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Oh, he just
Preferably
can't
something
stand
with
it.
walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
He just can't stand the idea. Chlortox.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh. Okay, well, we're definitely not in Portal. Never played this one either.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
How will you be phenomenally impressed?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Sports
Stanley,
ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Okay, ball time. Oh, I'm moving now. Oh, Stanley's moving. He can move, baby. Woo! Woo! Go Stanley! Oh yeah.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Oh, balls.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Oh, balls, baby. We got balls. Oh, yeah, balls. Balls.
Woo. Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
Not really.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No.
That's right. Your little fun comes
No.
to an end. This is my
No.
game, and what I say goes.
No, the
You
balls.
get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
Aw.
Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley. Hold on. What are you doing?
Bye. Oh. And... Oh, hello.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Bye. Whee! Ah, yes. The original. Hmm. Meh. Okay. The right door. Y'all ever play it off of Half-Life 2? The original Stanley Parable? It's interesting to see what the differences are. Alright. And now we go this way.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Pretty happy.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
The confusion.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
I'll be back.
The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
So can I. And you know what? I think I'll try something else. This ain't really doing it. Alright. Reloading. There we go. Back at it.
Someone was following Stanley.
What?
He was sure of it.
What?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Oh no. Yes. Yes. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Take me away to the content. The content, Stanley. We must have the content. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Here we go. We're going to have so much fun together. Huh? Huh?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After
The
receiving
Game
critical
Factory.
and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world
I don't know
over.
about expanding the world.
Please
It's still the
step
same
inside
office
and
building.
see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh
Oh, well,
yeah.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Ultra Deluxe.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the
Yes.
beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh yeah. We're in an elevator, baby.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All
Yep,
right,
here we
finally,
go.
at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Alright.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if...
Mostly
Oh,
tedious.
okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes, Stanley. What I've
All
always
right.
wanted.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh. Okay, we gotta do this again. Oh, oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, don't want to waste my jumps though. You only get a couple.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness.
Yep.
Another elevator. Stanley,
Now
I
we
have
go.
to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is
Yeah.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable
Parable.
Ultra Deluxe, now with
With
over
over
1,000 hours of new content.
content.
And oh, wait.
Yep.
There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for playing the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get
He
me started
says
on the
that.
level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's
He
achievements.
says that,
and
but
it's
this
hard
was
to
delayed
believe
for
one
like 2
actually
years.
says, test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this? It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me,
Commentary.
why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
No
frills,
frills, no gimmicks.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Oh.
What do you say, friend?
I don't like the way that you say friend. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, I'm calling it for this game. Let's try this. Been wanting to give this a try. Here we go. Alright. Get all comfy. And imagine eating coal for supper.
Along the road there lives a guy I'd like you all to know. He grew a great big marrow for the Luton Flower
Yeah.
Show. He showed it to a lady who lived just along the way. And when she saw the
Alright.
size of it, he had the ladies.
Okay. Ew. Ew. Okay.
Tiny Tums, tiny pies. You simply won't get tinier.
Okay.
Peas. Not quite
Peas?
peas, not quite beans, but something
What?
special in betweens.
What?
Barbara, get the big plates out.
Oh, Nigel.
Give your wife the best. Give her Big Ron's big pies.
Ew.
Come on down to what is bagel, where we have an ample variety.
Okay.
Bammy
What?
buzzers, buttery nubs. Bammy buzzers, buttery nubs. Bammy buzzers, buttery nubs. Bammy buzzers, buttery nubs.
Butter nubs?
Family,
What?
romance, bit. Visit Bandsworth. It's rate good.
Okay.
So that's Barnsworth. Strange place, I know, but
Tell what?
they need what we're selling, see?
What are
I've
we
got
selling?
a meeting with the Lord Mayor today, so don't miss that bus. Are you listening? Get going!
Ow.
What are you still doing here, boy? Get out!
Okay.
Carol, I'm going to need another top up of the letter.
Top up of blended. Okay.
This has happened again.
Okay. Got the jump button, got the smacky button, and away we go.
Good grief, lad. The front door's right there. We're 10 stories up for crying out loud.
Okay. Bingle Saints Big Smoky. Bingle Street. Alright.
What a beauty!
Alright. A video game. Oh, yes. It's very video gamey. I don't get it. This is absurd. Okay. Alright. Big runs, big pies, tiny Tims, tiny pies. Why do you want tiny pies, though? I mean, I guess I can see why you wouldn't want big pies. Thank goodness you're here.
Love. Mr. Mayor's in a meeting, and he won't be free for another few hours yet.
Alright.
But if you just sit there, I'll let you know when he's ready, alright, love?
Okay. Let me in. Why am I so tiny? Ugh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
What?
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Alright.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Am I going to kill the flowers?
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Okay. Casual murder.
I love you. I love you.
Okay, why?
Nice firm grip on that mower, lad. Only a Reggie's wife could learn a thing or two.
What? What does that even mean?
Over here. Thank goodness you're here. I spied a shiny tuppence down this here runoff.
Okay.
But more fool me, my arm has become traped.
Trapid.
Perhaps you might see about sourcing some lubrication, that I might slip free.
Okay.
I've come down from Egg and Crest pasty, but Meg's isn't open.
Soon,
Oh, I guess I'll starve.
I'm sorry, sir. We're closed this morning. Because this dolt has lost my keys. And now we've got to wait for that useless locksmith.
Mother Meg's buttery
What am I
goods.
Colin, you are the most work-shy fop I've ever had the misfortune to employ.
Okay.
Alright, give it a tug. Oof.
Poor Charlie. I hope he gets that tuppence.
Tuppence. Alright.
Now then, Larry. How about
Okay.
the cobbler's pint, eh?
What's a cobbler's pint then?
It's like a normal pint, but I take both my shoes off.
I'd love
What?
to, Ronnie, but the beer's coming out all flat.
Flat? Well, why don't you go down into the cellar and knock a few barrels about?
Slim chance of that. I don't even know how to get downstairs.
You can't
What?
get downstairs in your own blinking public house.
Okay.
Well, Florence normally does it, but she's off today.
Good.
While you're down there, lad, give those barrels a shake up, won't you?
Okay. Alright, everything's flowing.
Hey, looking good up here.
Okay. Nickelodeon.
Ah, nothing like a nice white pint to start the day. Every morning I wake up, can of lager, then I do a big wee. Then I get out of bed and go downstairs.
Wait, so he drinks a thing of beer and pisses
to be a locksmith.
before he gets out of bed?
Ah, Larry, you were just talking about my morning pint. I think I'll take it now, please.
Right you are, Ronnie. Another morning pint coming up. You working today then, fella?
Okay.
Yes. In fact, I'm supposed to be at Meg's already, I think. I'll be back in a moment for my morning pint.
Oh, what's he like, eh? Come on then, let's pour you a pint and all. On the house. That Ronnie's a character. He'll be back later, I reckon.
Okay.
Once more with vigor.
Okay.
It's no use.
Smack him. Ew.
Close it in. The problem with chicken.
Okay.
Nick's Bricks, come get your bricks. Bricks by the brick, bricks by the bag. High quality bricks by Nick, that's me.
Okay, very unusual voice. Alright. Did he just, like, crash his bike?
Thanks for fetching that, Ronnie lad. I'd offer you a pasty, but we've now cooked yet. Help yourself to out front back, though. Dolly! What on earth are you doing with that mop, boy?
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Meg. My mum's got me back on the Mercury again.
Give me strength.
Okay. Milk.
Oh, you found me. I'm the fridge stoat, and I'm awfully frigid. Ah, no, I jest. I'm actually the town beau, if you catch my meaning.
No, I do not. Oh, buttery nubs. Oh. Oh. Ew. Oh. Oh. Exotic butters. Oh. Please don't eat that.
Ooh, hello.
Oh. Oh, no. No. Ah.
Rightio, chaps. Ready for one last tug-tuggaroo? Grab a hold of my forum. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Go!
Okay.
Ooh. What's this? 'Twas nary a tuppence. 'Twas a threepence.
Okay.
Pray tell, young threepence, where best to spend ye? What ho, what luck? A wishing well.
Okay.
Godspeed, young threepence.
Oh, you blooming turnip.
In for a penny.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
How queer. Now it is noon and all asunder. Ooh.
Okay.
I've never seen a hole as big as that before. My wife could learn a thing or two.
What? Okay. $97. All right. Oh. Oh, the head. Okay.
Do you think it'll work this time, Jasper?
It's no use, Marge. I don't think this thing's worked in quite a while. How have you been cooking fish and chips all this time?
Oh, I just do a cold fry, usually. Whoa.
Hang on a wee minute. Where's my blinking spanner? Oh, don't tell me it's been pinched again. It'll be that senile old fishmonger Bish down at the market. You better get down there and find it, or it'll be cold chips till the cows come home.
Okay.
Now then, Marge, about my payment.
Oh, well, it looks like there's no money until...
No, I'm not doing it like that again.
What?
I didn't walk right for a week last time.
What?
And that vinegar smell's only just washed out.
Suit yourself.
What does that mean? Okay, well, I'm gonna call it here. That is something else entirely. Alright, well, thanks everybody who did tune in, and thank you for the like. I'll probably try and stream or put up a video again soon. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Bye.